Listen, man, there is no wrong paths in life, ever. No matter what path you take, it's not the wrong one. And I'm going to tell you why. You can know something is bad for you, but if you ignore wisdom and go down that wrong path or go down that bad path, eventually you will learn, like, okay, I should really listen to God next time. So your trust in the wisdom voice in your mind, it only gets stronger if you go down the wrong path, knowing it's the wrong path, and you're like, damn, I knew that though. Why did I not listen to myself? It'll build that strength for you to listen to yourself next time. That's just one example. But the scriptures for my believers and my non-believers, anybody who haven't jumped into that book or people who have jumped into the book, there's a scripture in that word that says that all things work out for the good of those who love Yah. The reason I'm bringing that up is because a person in your life can steer you down the wrong path, or you can listen to the voice of other people, knowing in your heart you shouldn't be doing a thing, but you listen to the voice of other people because you feel, right? You don't know. You feel like it's the best decision for you in that moment, right? Acting on impulse and acting on, feelings, leading with your heart. And you can make a decision. It could be the wrong decision, but it still gonna work out for your good because you love Yah. But you got to go through it. You got to go through that pain for sure, right? But back to what I was saying. You could listen to an individual and they could steer you totally off path, right? They could be sent by the enemy. They could be influenced by the enemy. And you would know them by their fruits is what the Bible call it, right? Me, as a real person, I've decided to cut out certain music, right? As of recently, I haven't been listening to the gospel music because I'm learning new things about the gospel. And majority of the gospel music say Jesus, right? And I don't like to call them Jesus because there's no J's in the Hebrew Bible. So I don't want to pray to a God or worship a God in music and in song with the God or the Son of God with the J in his name. You feel me? Because that's not the real person, not the real entity, right? That's the white man Jesus.
I am really offended when I go into a lot of churches in America and I see a picture of Jesus on the wall. What's the color of his hair usually? Brown or light dark blonde, right? What's the color of his eyes? Often blue, maybe brown. What's the color of his skin? Pretty white. And I begin to wonder, who are we worshiping here? I go into other churches and I see a picture of Jesus on the wall and there's an American flag right beside it. But I get a little concerned because I see Jesus and the American flag really tightly woven together. And then we got the other picture of Jesus. You know what that picture is? 6'1" white American male who happens to like basketball. I happen to be a 6'1" white American male, and I really like basketball. What am I doing? I am creating God in my own image. If I create God in my own image, I am a deceiver, and I gotta have the humility to allow God to be God. And Jesus Christ claimed to be God, speaking language that I, with my rational mind, can begin to understand.
And I'm not trying to make it about race or anything like that, because actually race don't matter. We're all one specimen of the living being, right? We're all one creature made in the image and likeness of him, right? Regardless of if your hair get nappy, wavy, regardless of if your hair is curly or straight, regardless of whatever your hair texture is, your skin color is, we still made in that image because we're men. You feel me? We're men, right? So I never really like to get caught up in race, but that Son of God is not who they say he is. And they lied to us, right? So that's just is what it is, and I don't like to listen to that certain music, but that's why I haven't been, bumping the gospels lately. So when I do listen to music, it's been some total BS, right? But you would know them by their fruits. I've eventually cut out that music. I've cut out, watching certain things. I've cut out certain friend groups, certain people who aren't about this walk because they can deter you from the walk. Like there's a scripture in the word that says you should not be unequally yoked with non-believers. Well, if you don't believe in the same thing that I believe in, why should I be walking together with you, doing any type of work with you unless I have to, unless it's my job, right? Or being in the same vicinity as you to hear you bash my God, right? To hear you bash my beliefs, right? For us not to think alike and not to be one unit. When two or more gathered for his name's sake is what the scriptures tell us. He is in their midst. But what if there's one person and another person there? It's basically like a spiritual battle. It's a spiritual fight. He trying to tell me little things about what he believe. I'm trying to tell him little things about what I believe. And we trying to convince each other. And now I'm adopting some of your beliefs and you adopting some of my beliefs. And now we switching and we mixing in soul ties, basically, essentially. You feel me? So it's not good to be unequally yoked with non-believers. So I've cut out certain people. I've done a lot of different things for this walk, and you will know them by their fruits, right? You can just tell when somebody is serious and when somebody isn't. And you listening to a person who you know isn't serious about the same walk that you on, regardless of whatever religion you in, regardless of whatever belief you have, if they're not serious about that, and you listening to their opinion, their voice of reason, right, their advice to do something for you, it's just not the right way to go. It's not, because y'all, number one, don't agree about the most important thing in this world. They don't agree about it. So I cannot listen to you at all, because you're not sent from who I believe in, right? You're not sent from the one who sent me, right? So you can't listen to them. But when you decide to listen to them, who were sent by demons, devils, or outside entities, I don't know what you believe in, but who weren't sent to really better you and send you down the right way. They were sent in the name of, destruction and destroy and kill, steal, and rob. And you can tell, you can see it by their fruits. When you see that and you decide to listen to them, they're going to be getting that punishment. They have to. They're gonna get the punishment because they steered a righteous one off the path, right? You ever do something when you was younger, right? Maybe some of the parents watching or some of the people watching, you raised the child the wrong way, and now you learn it now, and you reaping the benefit and the curses now from how you treated that person then. And you consciously aware and was like, damn, I shouldn't have did that. The guilt eating you up alive. You know what I'm saying? And not only the guilt is eating you alive, but you're going through something right now. You know what I'm saying? It could be mental, it could be physical. You can't forgive yourself. Whatever it is, you're going through it now because of what you did. They call it karma, but it's really not. It's reaping what you sow, right? You done steered a child and made them go the wrong way, or you done did something and they went the wrong way, and now you sitting there thinking like, damn, I shouldn't have did it. Well, that same thing that you going through right now or you've been through, that's what they will be going through. You know what I'm saying? For steering you the wrong way. God don't play about people in general. And I'm not going to say his chosen people because, God does have a chosen people, which were the Israelites and Israel, right? That was his nation of people. He said, you will be my people and I will be your God, right? To the Israelites. But now we're scattered, abroad amongst the nations. Everybody or anybody can become a child of God or an Israelite, right? So I'm not with the white man versus black man religion or whatever it is. I'm not with that because everybody can become, a child of God now, thanks to Yahweh Shai, which was Jesus Christ. But God did have a chosen people, okay? But God don't play about people in general, right? Now, he don't play about people because anybody can be chosen, right? So if you steer or you do something wrong, even if you are an Israelite and you do something just paganly wrong to the heathens or whatever it was back in the day, I'm pretty sure you would get some type of curse. You can't unlawfully kill, right? You can't unlawfully just do things and not expect consequences because you've done it to your neighbor, right? You got to treat your neighbor how you want to be treated, right? Love thy neighbor, right? So you can't just do things and expect there to not be some type of consequence. Feel me? So people who, led you in the wrong direction, or they will be getting that curse. They will be getting that consequence. But not only that, you should be wise enough to not follow certain people and certain things. You feel me? You should be. And I'm speaking in code because I'm on a public platform and I'm going through something in my life where I'm about to take a path, which I'm going to drop a video on it. I'm about to take a path that wasn't entirely my idea, which doesn't entirely goes with my beliefs. And it was, recommended by somebody who doesn't entirely serve the Father that I serve. You feel me? And it's fine, not tripping. I'm still the man in the shoes to determine which way I want to go, but I'm so convinced on the path now to the point where I don't care if it's right or wrong. I'm going to do it, and I'm just going to learn my lesson later because of being unequally yoked in the beginning and talking to certain people, and now we mixing beliefs and being steered the wrong way. You feel me? And it always happens, and it's okay. That's why, you know, us, people like us, will be getting blessed, because there's always something trying to, you know, steer us off our path. We must be on to something. We must be serving the right one. You feel me? And it can't nothing get no more worse in this life. The ultimate worst and wrong thing in life is death, right? And not being resurrected, or being resurrected with the second resurrection, which is the wrong resurrection, right? Which is the hell resurrection, the eternal damnation, the gnashing of teeth resurrection, right? Only thing that could be bad and the worst thing ever that can happen is that. So everything else is just a learning lesson. Like, damn, I shouldn't have listened to bro, or damn, I'm blocking bro now, or damn, I'm not talking to them no more, or damn, I'm not kicking it with them. You touch the fire, you get burnt, right? Some people go tell you, hey bro, that fire's hot, don't touch that stove. But you as a badass kid, you see other people touching the stove, and they look like they having fun touching the stove, and you like, damn, why you tell me not to touch the stove? I feel left out. I'm gonna go touch the stove. You touch the stove, your hand get burnt, and you be like, damn, why ain't nobody warn me? But this whole time, people been telling you not to touch the stove, you feel me? So you live and you learn, right? When you get burnt by that fire, it's a learning lesson. Unless you become a victim and use it to, you know, just stay burnt, and you don't never let the scab to heal. You keep picking at it, you keep looking at it, you watching it, you know what I'm saying? It's burning, and you just, and you dwell on that, and you don't take it as a learning lesson, like, it burns, but I shouldn't be doing it. I'm not gonna do it next time. Hey, then it ain't a lesson for you, you know? But when you look at it differently, when you change when you change your mindset and your thought process on taking L's and losing in life, you will look at it as a lesson and not a loss. Feel me?
I know if I keep preaching and teaching this game, the money gonna come. All I gotta do is just teach and preach this game and stand on it. But the one thing I am gonna be on y'all about is them likes. I need them likes, man. I need them likes. Some people going through it to get to it. So I wouldn't dare ask you for no money. But the least you could do is lift your finger to click on that thumbs up button. That's all I want you to do.